Kevin VanOrd, if there was one thing that I would say about video games in 2014, or indeed any year preceding that, is that we just don't get enough zombies.
Just not enough. No zombies indeed.
But that won't be a problem in early 2015 when this game comes out from the makers of other such zombie survival games as Dead Island. This is Techland's Dying Light.
Dying Light. Finally putting zombies in the spotlight where they belong.
With some Mirror's Edge sprinkled in for good measure.
Well, who can't deny the need for a little Mirror's Edge sprinkled here and there?
Do a bit of Mirror's Edge there.
Oh, you want me to do... Okay, here we go.
I want to drop some hot parkour.
We'll start things off by doing that.
Sweet.
There we go.
There you go.
So the idea, of course, is that this is... I mean, I hate to be reductive, but the idea is somewhat like, oh, it's Dead Island in an open world and with parkour.
In a pretty open world.
It is a pretty open world. I really like the way the game looks, actually. I love sites like that. And the neat thing is you end up getting to, I presume, go to some of these places. Probably not all of them. But at least some of them.
You're playing on PC right now.
I am playing on PC.
And we should mention as well that you're actually about 5 hours into this game, but this is where we're playing now is right after the tutorial.
Yes,
so
where
early.
I've played like 5 hours, but then this is a new install, a new PC, so I just played through the tutorial stuff so I could get into the open world and show people what's going on.
Cool.
Right now, so I play a dude named Crane.
Crane?
Yes, and I've been sent here to kind of involve myself with this place's factions to find out. It's a little mysterious right now. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. So Crane has the voice of Booker DeWitt.
Great. Does that mean it's Troy Baker?
It is Troy Baker.
Wonderful.
Let's see if I can land that.
That's every video game that came out already last year, and now we've got one in 2015. And so what's the premise in terms of like story? Has the zombie apocalypse happened like 5 years earlier or something?
You know,
like,
it's not done much yet to actually show me like the history of the zombies. Right now, it's more of a it's more concentrating on what's going on right now at this moment. And I've been bitten.
Oh.
And as it happens,
where's the Zombrex?
That ends up being a big problem. Well, exactly. Although here it's called antizin. So
we're going to start running out of zombie antidotes pretty soon if they keep doing this.
So the idea here is that I need to go to the doctor.
Yo, hit that zombie.
I kicked the zombie. Oops, why do I keep jumping? It's because I'm used to having this move that I can't really pull off now.
Oh yes, you have a drop kick or something.
I have a drop kick, but because this is the beginning.
Oh, I'm totally into that.
So there you go.
We should, I guess, mention that one of the things that Techland have been sort of talking about in terms of features for this game is that during the day the zombies are kind of like stupid dolts, and then in the nighttime is when they turn into crazy, ravenous, like 28 days later ass zombies.
Yeah, that's totally true. Luckily, you're not really doing stuff at night for quite a while until they decide they want to.
How come everyone in the zombie apocalypse lost their right arm?
You don't know anything about zombie apocalypses, do you? So this reminds me, I've been watching on Sci-Fi. Do you watch any Sci-Fi original series?
No, I like myself, so I don't watch Sci-Fi.
So I would recommend Helix. Alright?
Yeah.
So this reminds me of Helix. This game is full of this kind of bullshit medicine where people are always where it's just like Star Trek technobabble type stuff, only with medicine.
Right.
And there's all sorts of that. Helix is kind of like that. So if you like that kind of BS zombie medicine.
We need to split the genome so we can find the...
Yes!
It's the Z chromosome.
Yes, so I highly recommend watching Helix on Sci-Fi if you're at all into that kind of thing.
Alright, well we're not demoing Helix on Sci-Fi right now, so tell me a little bit more about sort of... so this is the start.
About Dr. Vance?
Yes, exactly. Good. Yeah.
So this is the start, and right now I'm trying to infiltrate myself with this particular group. As far as I can tell, there are a couple factions here, and the main enemy is going to be the other faction at this stage in the game. I haven't gotten beyond that. Like most of my time has been spent tooling around.
Is there any meaningful distinguishing like factors between these factions, or is it like? Is it like Far Cry where it's like two sides of the same sort of...
Not yet.
Okay.
Again, I've played 5 hours, but a lot of that's just been tooling around doing stuff. And when I say stuff, I mean like literally stuff. I'm just going around And then you get introduced, I don't think we're going to get this far. In fact, I know we won't get this far. But there's a great Flowers for Algernon reference.
Wow, okay.
Who would have thunk it?
Oh, careful.
I'll be fine. As far as I know, I've never been injured on, like, barbed wire.
Excellent. How much actual zombie murder is occurring in this game? Like, you're already starting out with pipes. Are we in a situation where guns are already...
I haven't gotten any guns yet.
Wow, 5 hours in?
I've had some. I have some other stuff. I've got some throwing stars.
Okay.
And things like that. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna see if I can make
it.
this jump. You think?
it.
I'm probably going to.
If you roll, it's... Yeah, nailed it. Just shattered your ankles.
But that brings up the whole. Oops, I have skill points first. Let's. I have a survivor skill point. This stuff kind of happens automatically, as far as I can tell. The more you attack, like the more you get power points, and the more platforming you do, the more agility.
So
and
in the Elder Scrolls kind of
it
vein
seems
of
it seems
progression.
very much like that. And here's your skill tree for like survivor. Right now, I could only get the survival starter kit, but this helps me learn how to craft lockpicks, firecrackers, throwing stars, and Molotov cocktails.
Well, show me the blueprints. What's that about?
So blueprints is where is like your crafting table.
Okay.
So this is where like when I have the stuff that I need. Like right now, I can make lockpicks.
Can you make these wherever you want? You can't. You can just
Yeah,
craft
you can
them
do
on
it
the fly?
wherever you want.
Great.
You don't need crafting tables or anything like that. So you basically have like a crafting table wherever you go.
Like we're obviously seeing a lot right now because you're straight out of the tutorial. But like, how much story is happening in this, and how much is just you kind of going, killing the 5 things, and
Okay, I will say it's fetch questy, right? So it, and in that sense, it's very much like Dead Island, where it's pretty fetch questy in a lot of cases. But I like. You want me to skip them? Okay.
yeah, skip this guy. He's a jerk.
So I have to skip him. I have to skip every line individually, which is weird. I'll pick up the firecrackers. They'll come in handy. Now he's sending me out to like rig some things with traps. Oh, you have Batman vision.
Okay. Do that.
Kind of. So this is called Survivor Vision.
Okay.
So and you can highlight stuff that's in the environment, like this floor.
Soon enough, they're just going to call it game vision, because every game seems to have they have to make their own conceit as to why they're able to. We should do it again. Is it for picking up? Is it for finding items? Or
Yes,
is it for
it'll
zombies?
highlight things that you can interact
Okay.
with around you. Not so much for zombies. Well, it does. When nighttime comes, it'll become super helpful.
I'm actually kind of like, all right, okay. This is the first time I've seen this being played in front of me, the same as all the folks who are watching this at home right now. You've played for 5 hours. Right now, I'm thinking this actually looks kind of fun. This looks neat. It looks technically proficient, and I can see myself enjoying exploring and messing around with the multiple systems that are here. How are you finding it 5 hours in?
Totally. Like you've kind of hit the nail on the head. Now I don't want to be rude or reductive again, but I will say that Techland has that sort of penchant for making janky things.
Yeah, a little rough around the edges.
And this is another Techland game in that sense. In other words, it did make kind of a rough first impression, especially because it's very cutscene heavy when it starts, and so you get to see a lot of the visual weirdnesses, and it's heavy. I know I'm running out of stamina, so
Also, I just want to point out she also has no arm. What happened in this town?
but you know what? It's fun. I'm having fun with it, and it front loads the things that aren't so great. The writing is just every cliche in the book when it comes to zombie things. Just shows right on up.
I always wonder how that works, because this Techland, of course, are based in Poland. So I always wonder what do they do? Do they outsource? That was pretty funny. Oh, you did a twofer here. Every time you hit them, you hit both of them, dude. All right. I'm actually really interested to see what these guys are like in the nighttime, because they're so appallingly stupid and useless as zombies
They
right now.
become really fast at night,
Look
and
at this thing.
they're so sensitive to sound at night.
Yeah.
I mean, they're always sensitive to sound.
Oh! Ed Boon. What happened there?
Well, they sometimes you stun them, and that'll indicate that you've stunned them. Like I think it's like a headshot type thing. Like you get them in the head, and sometimes they're stunned by that, and you'll see that particular thing. So that
was pretty cool.
So here's the agility tree. So now I'll be able to dodge in combat.
Important.
And the power tree.
What other skills have you unlocked?
Like on my own, my favorite is still the drop kick is still my favorite by far. Stun is the new one, so a chance to stun using a blunt weapon. Cool. So, yeah, I think that just indicates sort of the headshot that you get. Let's go back to the skills. Like in my main game, damn it, I'm bad with controls apparently. Agility stuff is my favorite. So I also have, I skipped grapple. And I got slide, which is a typical thing you can get at this point, where it's like you slide after you run. So I got some passive stuff like health regen. I definitely have vault, so you can jump over enemies when you have vault. So just run at them and vault over them. And yeah. And yep, there's my drop kick.
Drop kick.
So that I love the drop kick.
The drop kick bomb.
So I'm looking forward to getting drop kick bomb, but that doesn't come until agility level 7.
3 times more damage. He's going around kicking fools.
And then I went with free running adept.
What's the bottom one? What's the bottom one? What's the bottom one?
Ultimate runner. You become the best free runner in the quarantine. You can run, jump, and climb without getting tired. So in that case, like you just get, there's no more stamina to worry about. You can
take
just
that.
Do whatever
every
you
other
want.
Free runner in the quarantine.
Yeah.
Second best now, motherfuckers.
Yeah, totally.
Go in there. Knock.
Knock.
It's rude not to
help me, please.
We killed the zombies that were out here. Oh. Oh, sugar.
Too late for this guy.
What? That was great. Oh, you're tried and tested. Pick them when they're down technique.
That dramatic slowdown of him laying on the ground was very...
What's happening to his innards? What's going on there?
I don't know. Let's take a look. What's
Did
going
you
on?
see when you kicked
I'm
him?
pretty sure that blood and poop was pouring out of his butt.
That'll happen. Yeah. You don't get that Zombrex, or what did you call it?
Antizin.
Antizin with a Z or a Z, UK.
Ah, shit.
When you hit him that first time, that was absolutely hilarious. He just kind of didn't know how to keep his balance in the door frame and just fell over. Boop. Oh, this is great. How many of these things do you need to arm?
Just two. Just two.
Did we get to blow them up then?
No, nothing that dramatic happens.
Oh, that lady has a massive hole where her torso was before. Look at some of these jerks. That guy also has no arm. Look, he's real good with that, with his left.
She's almost lost her clothes.
She's hanging in there. It wasn't her, it was another one. God, I like these models. And this light is really good. Does the light...
The lighting is quite nice.
Does it operate in real time, or are we too early in the game?
Not yet. It is going to, is my understanding. Okay. I'm at the point where it's, I just did the first night mission.
Right. And that was 5 hours in?
Yeah, but again, I think if you're just doing story stuff, maybe that's an hour in. But me, I'm going everywhere. Because there's side stuff to do. Like, pretty early on, you start unlocking side quests, and then I'm going everywhere doing side quests, and then I get distracted doing stuff like this once you get the drop kick. I'm like going around doing this all the time. Especially because it's like playing bowling. There's a spot, I can't really get up there now, but there's a spot up on a bridge that's just strewn with cars and zombies.
Yeah.
They're all in a row. You drop kick one, it goes flying into them, and they just all tumble. Oh man, it's great. I'm sorry. No, I forgot I wasn't on camera. Like my arms are going everywhere. Like I'm trying to explain this.
I think you saw it. I saw you doing it actually a couple of days ago, or yesterday in the office.
So yeah, it's jank. There's a place coming up. I'm not getting in anything more because I know we got to shut down. But there's a place where you have to. I know it's great, isn't it?
I go watch you do that all day. It's like knocking over people in Grand Theft Auto 5. It's just the funnest thing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that zombie lady. Yeah. Yeah, take that, you dumb piece of crap.
Oh, get away.
Oh, look at this guy. He was just telegraphing that overhand left.
Pick up the table leg.
I really appreciate how dumb these zombies are during the day.
Oh, and I was saying something, I have no idea what I was saying because I got so distracted.
That's good. Well, I think that'll do. I think this is a good place to just keep being distracted. So thank you very much, Kevin, for showing off Dying Light.
The Ezio Assassin's Creed looting. That animation looks so similar.
He's just groping the zombies.
It's pretty much what it looks like.
Yeah, he's not finding anything. It's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab a little feel before. is all over. This is out end of January. I think it's the 27th.
Yeah, it's coming
on
up pretty soon.
Next-gen systems only. So Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC, the most next-gen system of them all. Kevin VanOrd, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Danny O'Dwyer.